Good morning. That's really not good morning. I mean, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening, in fact, not. Oh my god, I'm so scatterbrained already. Good old Wednesday, huh? I just rewind that. I retry again. Good evening and good afternoon for my little koi-kois and my travelers. We are back once again. We have a few news that we're gonna be talking about today. And we're gonna be playing a little bit of a chill game, so that's gonna be like very relaxing as well. But yeah, we are back. I had a little bit of change yesterday, as some of you might have seen from the Discord and everything that I was like totally writing about it. We are doing a little bit of a I did talk recently that I wanted to change a little bit the lore and everything about myself. And I also decided to change a little bit on the graphical ways as well to make it fit more the vibes of what I'm actually trying to pretty much go with. So there may be background that might look a little bit different. There may be the banners may actually be, some of the banners are already changed, not all of them, but some of them are actually being changed. I'm gonna be eventually changing a little bit, probably like the about section, making it a little bit more reflecting the color themes and everything that I already have around. But it's gonna be a little bit less fishy, but more onto the thematic of what I'm actually which is actually a cultivator, as I was saying, like the whole scholar thing and everything. So I kind of wanted to have that reflect that more, because I feel every time I have to present myself to a raid, I have like a mouthful of word that I have to just like spit every time. And I'm not comfortable with that anymore, so I kind of wanted to just go with something very simple. So if someone else will end up asking me like, hey, what are you in fact? So I can literally tell them, I am a cultivator. And then if that actually has like cultivator, you're like growing plants and stuff, I can actually just clarify, telling them like, no, I am cultivator, but I am like, I think the term is getting a little bit more popular because of games, for example, like the Where Wind Meet, that actually got really popular. The Sword of Justice as well, that got a little bit popular as well too. So people might actually be a little bit more knowledgeable of what a cultivator is. So I'm gonna be going with that, and then if someone actually has my species, now I can actually say, well, I'm actually a dragon koi. So I was a little koi, and then gradually I can become my other form, which is a dragon. And that is actually a fact. Sometime with the cultivation universe and everything, you do find like water beasts, cults, and stuff like that. And yeah, that's another thing I was thinking, that I could just like go with something a little bit more easier for me to actually present myself when people actually come, and just make it much more easier for myself. That's why there will be a little bit of change, not like very crazy change, but still a little bit more like to reflect that reality instead of the other. So gradually that's gonna be happening. I don't want to just focus on getting that like all quick and not liking it in the end. So as like you see the schedules as actually a new looks, and that's gonna be a little bit reflecting on that as well too. So it's gonna be pretty. I think you guys gonna like it. As well, considering you guys also like it a lot, I've been considering maybe get some little background for the little fishes at the bottom, so you guys will also have like a little area that you're gonna be able to explore. Well, explore is one thing. I discovered that I could also make you guys go on to the side if I wanted to, and I just discovered that very recently, so I'm like, huh. So I'm not quite sure exactly what I want with that, but it might be a possibility that we actually had that onto the side and make it a little bit more fancier. We could actually just try to get also just a little background for you guys that is actually reflecting the world that we are living in. So we could have like a little pond into it. We could have a little house that actually reflect our little palace area and everything. So that could be like very, very interesting of for you guys to actually have your own little universe at the bottom of the screen as well too. So I'm actually talking with the person that actually helped me to colorize these little fish into kois, and they're kind of interested to doing the background. So we might actually get that in the ways if we have some budget for that, because I know that you guys really, really, really enjoy the little fishies as well. That's a big possibility. What other news do we have? There was the lore. We talk about that. The fishies. We talk about that. The looks. We talk about it. Oh yeah. The other news is that we're gonna be working a little bit on to. Well, it's more of a me thing than you guys. I might stop putting clips onto Twitter and not Twitter. Why do I always confuse these two? I'm gonna be stopping to do clips the usual way I usually do them, because I didn't know all markers were actually working, and I didn't make video back then. So for me, making markers didn't been something very important for me. So I never actually clicked that, and instead I was just using clips. And compared to you guys, when I do clips, it's literally just I need to make sure that I have like the right moment, or else it's not registering the clips where I would like it to be. Compared to you guys, if you had to do exclamation clips, you might be able to not from the bottom of the screen. You guys should have like an option to actually do clips, and you guys can actually like make sure that you are in the right section of where you want the clips to be, and like have like a good beginning and a good end to it. And I feel it is like such a good thing for you guys, because you guys can actually have like the right moment, compared to me that it's literally just a comment, and as soon as I just click it, it's like if I had like a remote camera, and from the remote camera I will literally just like slap a button, just record, and then stop for like a few minutes. So that's why most of my clips are a little bit of a mess. They are not good. I do try my best. So I'm gonna be a little bit halting on that, because I kind of discovered I could actually make the shorts videos on the Red Hat. So I'm like, oh. So my main issue right now is to understand how DaVinci Resolve actually work to make, like, they have like several options of recording, and my issue is when I say what is the best option of saving, because sometimes there's like issue with codecs and stuff like that, and I'm very not familiar with any of these terms. So I kind of want to actually learn either learn or find someone that actually tell me this is the good recording, don't touch anything else, this is the recording you want. So if I can actually just find a way to actually discover, whoops, my apologies. So if I can find a way to discover how to find the right way to save my videos, I will actually starting to be doing more of the shorts if I can, because now I have found a way to actually do a little bit of the short kind of way for the videos. I might be able to do that. It looks a little bit easy. I'm probably talking out of my butt right now, because it's probably gonna be hard for when I'm gonna be trying it, but it looks in a way doable for me. It's not something that I just look at it and I just have like a panic attack. It's the completable, like there's a possibility for me to be able to do it. So I'm like, let's go. That's gonna be good for us. So short might be a thing. That actually might help me a little bit to just get some traffic over here. Maybe not, who knows. Also, on the same topic of videos, I am considering if I have the time, this is mostly the thing, if I have the time, I want to be doing a little bit more of scrubbing on the VODs. We're not going straight to have like a little short video and this is just the game. We're gonna be shortening the VODs if we can. So I'm gonna be taking away the whole 10 minutes at the beginning, the little bit of the... If we don't have anything to talk at the end, I will actually try to shorten the ending as well. If I'm stalking the whole time on the end screen, I'm not gonna delete that. Otherwise, also the pause as well. I'm gonna be careful when we actually have like the break, the ad breaks. So I will be talking a little bit in the middle. However, these pieces gonna be gone from the Red Hat VOD. So if you were expecting me to be keeping these, I might actually just delete them. So only the people that were live and are on the Twitch VOD would be able to hear them. But yeah, so I need to be careful to not speak as I put the ads, the ad break screen, and also not speak as I'm coming back from these. So we're gonna be having a little bit of adjustment. Nothing too bad, but it's just more me taking some time to make sure that I'm actually not interrupting myself, to make it more easier for the video scrubbings and everything. And my main priority is to just shorten the video a little bit for you all, so we go straight to just what we are doing right now. The chat that we have, this is kept. We're gonna be keeping the games and the ending stream, the part of the discussion. But anything else that was actually taking time, so like the 10 minutes at the beginning, that's gonna be gone. And we have also the 3 minutes of the ads. Depending how long the video is, we're gonna be trying to chop these up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing that with Revolve, and or if I'm gonna be doing that with the Red Hub. The Red Hub is really not working well. It's like if I just try to crop section, for some reason, if I say like, okay, that's good, and then I click it, even if the section is literally just 1 minute, it will take almost like, I think it tell me like last time, 110 minutes for 1 minute editing. I never understood, but I just know that it was like pretty complicated on that. I'm like, well, you're not helping Red Hat, but okay, you win, I guess. So yeah, so I'm still surprised. I'm getting very close to 10 subscribers onto that app, and I'm like, whoa. I was not expecting. Also, as well, I even took time to actually just learn about how the things as we work on that side. I did try to make some change for the possibility of my channel, and as well as the videos themselves to have a little bit more chances to show up. And I gotta be honest, it is not friendly for starter people, because there's a lot of little things that I had to be like ticking off because they were actually already taken to actually make me have the worst. I was like struggling with what they actually get, and as soon as I just like undo the thing, I was getting a little bit more like interaction with my post. I was like, oh, so you were making me go hard mode, okay. So things gonna get a little bit better. We might have a little bit more fun as well too. So we're gonna be crossing fingers that everything goes well with this, but yeah. So today we're gonna be playing a very cozy and also ironically still cleaning. The game is called Letter from the Past, Undusted, and there's actually, it's a cleaning, but they also have stories compared to other cleaning games that we have so far. And it's pretty much, from what I saw from the videos, it's it's a girl that we came back to the family home, and we end up finding trinkets and stuff like that, and she actually cleaned them. And as she cleaned them, she get memories of the past. We might have a lot of feels, but the game looked very, very well done, and the voice acting was also kind of looking good too. So I really wanted to play the game, and I thought it was perfect for the Wednesdays, the cozy Wednesdays. So that's gonna be why we're gonna be playing that game. Let's just move toward that game right away. Alright, you guys are here. The sounds should be set up. And the video should be starting right away. Alright. As usual, please do let me know if it is too loud or not. So that sounds pretty good for everyone. My voice peak more than the music. First thing first, option. What do we have? Oh, that is a lot. Okay. So everything else should be good. And we can play with the controller. Nice. So yeah, we are literally that little person here. And we're gonna be like cleaning and just remembering stuff. And at the same time, I saw some item that actually threw me back as well, because I am a hag. I'm old. I'm a whole fish. So yeah, let's do this. Oh, no voicing on that one. Okay. When I think of my family home, the first thing that come to mind are the glittering lake and the gently sloping hill. After walking through the bustling street, over the hill and along the lakeside, my house's bright red roof soon came into view. I am really not good at reading. I need to get better at that. I would chat with Mom and Dad as we passed through the front gate together, and a big lemon tree in the yard would always greet us. For someone like me who lacked courage, maybe all I need was an excuse, no matter how small. The letter from my aunt was enough. Dear Adorer, long time no see. How have you been? Are you doing all the things you always wanted to do? It's been a while since I heard from you. Come to think of it, the last time we saw each other was at Lily's funeral. Oh. That got dark quick. I'm sorry to trouble you after all this time, but I can't find the necklace of your mother gave me. I'm fairly certain that I left it at your house after one of my visits. I really thought I had lost it for good, you know? I know it's a bit of a hassle, but could you send it to me? It should be in the attic. That's where Lily and I spent most of our time together when I was over. Thank you. Love, your aunt. It's been a long time since I last came back. I should tidy up the place. I suppose now is at the right time. For the time being, it is the least I can do. The key. Ah, here it is. It's rusted all over. I will have to clean it before I can use it. Good old story of now. Hold the mouse wheel button and drag them. Oh, okay, that's good. Click the mouse wheel on and reset it. The tool on the left. There we go. So yeah, that's why I wanted to try this game with you guys, because it's very, very calm. Like calm music, a little bit of story as well too. And become available after cleaning item to a certain extent. Alt tab to view area that need cleaning. However, I'm a cleaning gremlin from many games, so I might not need these. Because I've been playing Trash Goblin a lot, so I'm very familiar with just cleaning games like this. Oh, I can still hold it, okay. Something that makes me sad. Keys back in the days were add so much personality. And nowadays, everything is just uniform, similar. I wonder what we are missing. I refuse to just stop. There we go. I was expecting an achievement. When was the last time this place was clean? There's so much dust, I can barely breathe. I need to go to the attic and find that necklace. Oh? Why is it locked? Now that I think of it, have hardly ever been in the attic. Mom was always the one in charge of it. Oh well, I need to clean the rest of the house anyway. The attic key should eventually turn up. Where should I even start? But yeah, I love when the key actually has a little bit of personality. Of course it's not as the same as the skeleton keys back then. I feel they were like more fragile and complicated. But like, just like these, it's also fun to have like them, and sometimes when the ads we have like the old drawings onto it. I really love them. I love when the keys that we have personalities, and nowadays everything just feel like all the same, and it's sad. I like when things are actually like whimsy and cool. After being neglected for so long, The house was heavy laden with dust that I need to mask to. Oh my god, let me just rephrase this sentence I made. After being neglected for so long, the house was so heavily laden with dust that I needed a mask to breathe normally. I opened a window and started cleaning out some of the dust. When it was cleaning day, I used to be in charge of the floor. Mom took care of the furniture, and Dad handled the windows and any tall place that were out of reach. If I closed my eyes, I could almost hear all of it again. The sound of Mom wiping down the furniture, Dad's humming. While cleaning the living room, I found a dust-covered photo frame on a shelf. Also inside of it was our first family photo. Chapter 0's complete. We finished the tutorial. Chapter 1, Once Upon a Time. A special photo, clean the item. So it might be a very short game, sadly. But it looks so cute and everything. When we went to take our first family photo, Dad had a peculiar suggestion. While it wasn't unusual for him to say or do something quickly, none of us saw it coming. Why don't we all wear animals costume? It will be Adara's first ever family photo, so let's make it a special and unforgettable experience. He played like a giddy child. Arm firmly wrapped around their large costume. Mom let out a dazed sigh. Here we go again. I mean, the picture must be amazing though. Just imagine the memories you get from it. Let me just replace my legs, they are hurting a little bit. It was massive. I really loved his jokes and playing. A complete 180 from Mom. One thing you will get to know about me, I'm always struggling when it comes to 3 numbers. So I'm very, very sorry. It's time to do some scrubbing. That's another thing I miss when how's it called? A frame? One frame where it's really like very like some of them have like a lot of very cool personality as well for the frames, and nowadays they kind of also just go with the same similar look as well too. Sure, it is just like a trend in general fact, but I do miss when everything was just like not quite the 80s, but like further than the 80s. Some of the frame has like a lot of works onto it, and I really miss that. Like there's some effort onto it, and now it's just like quick let's make something, and there's like almost no love onto the project as well too. That really make me sad. Because most of the stuff is made to not last, and it should be the opposite. This game feels very ASMR. Not that I know there's no one actually talking in that game, I might actually just make the game a little bit louder then. So you guys get the whole ASMR experience. There we go. Should be a little bit more louder for you all. Should be good on that side. Are you guys ready for the reveal? Oops, the picture is on. It's not on the right side. There we go. That's looking cute. Start with the little kid. I don't need hint. We never end up wearing the costume like we had wanted to. Ta-da! But we have one speck of dust we didn't find. That is so cute. Honey, don't you think there's a reason why people take more traditional photo? Because they couldn't come up with anything creative? Are you serious? Can we just take a normal picture? But Hadora, look at this! What a cute cat! Oh, so you're only trying to talk Hadora into your plan now. That is a very sneaky dad. Our very first family photo together. A seemingly ordinary picture with an amazing story behind it. And so ensue a battle between an unstoppable father and an immovable mother. As always, Mom won, leaving Dad with his shoulder hunched in defeat. While Mom was talking to the photographer, I snuck over to Dad and whispered, "Let's wear costume next time." He only responded with a single nod. When I looked at the photo afterward, I saw that he had given me bunny ears. Mom noticed shortly afterward and gave Dad a light rap on the head. But the sheer dad-like triumph on his face sent us into a fit of laughter. That is so cute. Little thing. I also miss doing that in picture. Did you guys did that before? I sometimes did that. Of course, when doing this was actually trendy as well too. A fitting appearance. Clean the item. When I was young, Mom often told me it was dangerous to go into the kitchen or attic alone. But the more someone told me not to do something, the more I wanted to do it. Don't we all? One day, when Mom and Dad were out, I excitedly went into the kitchen to examine the cupboard that was just barely within reach. My heart was pounding as I opened the cupboard. There was many beautiful porcelain teacups, and I took out one that I thought was the prettiest. Suddenly, the front door opened with a creak. Someone was back. Crash! It was the sound of the porcelain breaking on the floor. The teacup had slipped out of my hand. The sharp sound of the shattering porcelain froze me in place. I heard Mom urgently calling for my name. Once she came to the kitchen and saw what happened, her face froze. She was upset. Her face was so pale and stern. And I've never seen her look like that before. But I believe maybe it was something that was belonging to our mother and older person and stuff like that. It might be a possibility that Mom was very, very upset of that. That, or maybe she has how could I say, not affection toward it, but more of like attachment. There we go. I never had these kind of stuff, like a big attachment onto like glasses and stuff like that. I'm very glad that I don't, because I know that sometimes it's something that cannot see just happen, and then there's the thought of losing something that I used to like. I don't know, I think I would be very, very sad. What is the symbol? It must have some kind of meaning. I wish it was not flipped that way. There we go. And I could take the other one, I just like the sound of this one. Like at the same time I could just talk it a bit less loud. Just going full on ASMR. All cleaning. Don't mind me, I'm just being silly today. But I just wanted to do something very, very cozy today. And that's another thing, I've been trying to find like my identity recently of what I kind of want to reflect into the stream. The kind of vibes and stuff like that. I think we've done good with the outside. Do you guys believe the little stump at the bottom is gonna be inside too? That's one thing too, like, since we gonna have to move soon, I do have to take some time to just consider what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep. And some of the items is actually items that actually had like a little bit of feelings toward it. And it's kind of hard for me because I just get like all the memories surging in and kind of make me sad. Well, I'm not really given a choice, and there's a possibility that the new home is gonna be smaller too, so I have to plan and make sure that I will be able to move without too much issue. So that's why I'm trying to just do. Where's the specs though? Maybe it's the top of a trim. I ain't done. Let's just take the big one. Suddenly doesn't show the hint. But yes, we're gonna be doing our best to get 100% for this game. It's cozy, it's cute, seemed to be a little bit of a small game, so... We are just a few percentage away. That's also another thing I want to put for my stream as well too, is that I want to have more time so I can actually take more time to do some of that pre-cleaning of moving as well. It's gonna be in 1 year still, but I do want to actually make sure that I have like a little bit less of items in the house. So if I need to just be leaving, then the stress would be much less stressful, because I know that I have less item as well. We wanted to do a little bit of a silly idea that is as simple as just us having kind of just figure out how we want to actually make our future to be, because we kind of left being still young ones. And we stayed in that place for about almost 20 years. And now we actually need change, but we have like much silver and gold and everything. So some item that we wanted to keep back then, we might actually not want them anymore. So we do have a lot of the things as we go through from younger us to adult us, and see what we actually want to keep and what we don't. Alright. Now the mom is livid. Oh, the tiny Adora, she's so cute. Mom, I'm sorry. You didn't mean to break it. Ah, Adora, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. And I even broke one of the teacups. It's okay, Adora. Everything's okay as long as you aren't hurt. That reminds me, the time I just dropped cups and stuff like that and then just shatter everywhere. And oh my god, just to make sure that you don't actually step onto them. It's a lot of trouble. A porcelain teacup that was barely intact, one of my mom's most treasured possessions. After giving me a big hug, she started to carefully gather the shard of porcelain in silence. I still couldn't forget how she looked at the broken teacup. The next day, I secretly retrieved the shard from the trash and clumsily glued everything back together. Then I returned the fragile teacup to its place in the cupboard, hoping that Mom would feel better after seeing it. When Mom discovered the teacup later, she murmured, "This is a much more fitting appearance." I didn't understand why, but her smile looked bitter. I feel we're getting slowly close to feelings. What glows in the dark? Mom loved writing with fountain pens, no matter how long the letters or document. Whenever I asked if it was tiring to write so much by hand, she would always say, "It's difficult, but worth it." Mom has a routine before writing. First, she will sit at her desk with perfect posture. Then, she will neatly lay a fresh sheet of paper. Finally, she selected one of the ink bottles from her collection and gracefully dipped the nib of her exquisite fountain pen. I love watching this process, so I used to quietly sit beside her whenever she took up her pen. Watching her fill empty sheet of paper and her handwritings impart a special feeling I couldn't experience anywhere else. And this is another thing. Oops. Also expecting more text from her. Alright. She had so many inkwells. Sometimes I spend half a day just looking at them. I don't think she used this one very often. Oh yeah, what I was saying about that was I kind of miss when we used to be writing letters. Like back in the days we will just like write away. And I remember even writing to someone, I don't know where they were. I think I met them online and they were actually from France. And we would actually just write to each other and tell like, hey, how's the weather on your place? I saw like on the news that France was actually struggling and stuff like that, and we could actually just interact with each other like this, and it was amazing. Like pure strangers, but not the stranger danger, it's literally just a strangers where you can just be pen pals and everything. And I think the society right now need to be less technology and much more going back to that kind of stuff. And just enjoying taking like a piece of paper and just write away to the people that you want to know and the memories of it. I don't think we are that far. We could just get back to that kind of stuff. And just how often we just get like emails getting stolen and stuff like that. We should just get back still. Like I know that some people sometimes just like the Japanese having like the whole fax machine and everything. But in a way I kind of feel that even if it is old, even if it takes more materials and what's not, I feel that the old technology was what was best. We need something that lasts. We need something, how can I say? Something that can be trusted, because we went so much in technology, and I often say that some technology is good, but other is just not good. We don't have control over it. I'm not just saying that as an argument or something like that. It's literally something that I noticed. Like when I started to use the technology, people were saying like, be careful of this and that, and we were like taking very good care of protecting anyone. And nowadays we have like very young child being like on computers and not knowing any of that safety, because it became so much of a thing that is like a daily life for all of us, that we don't really teach that anymore. Like for example, like the password and everything, the advice that we had like that of all that we say stuff to some people online, what you should be saying, what you should not be saying. We don't have that protection anymore. I don't know if the schools are still telling the child how to protect themselves online. But I remember that some of the school that we had would actually in fact take time to just warn the children, make sure that they are actually feeling safe, that they are not exposing themselves to danger. Some of the website would be like very well protected, so people cannot actually reach like some dangerous website as well too. So I really hope that we come back to that whole technology sometime. That's one thing I kind of wish I could actually do with y'all. I might need to find a way to actually do it instead. I would love to see maybe like be pen pal with you all and stuff and everything. However, as a VTuber, we do have this sad reality of being stalked and stuff like that, and get very dangerous, the parasocial and everything. That's literally the one thing that hold me from doing that kind of activity with y'all. Is that I don't want to, but if I can find a way that could allow me to maybe like be pen pal and stuff like that, I would love to just do that kind of stuff. Just going on the old way of just writing, sending stuff to each other. I was not a fan of postcards, so that's not gonna be something that I'm actually doing. I just feel like there's nothing that you can write much, and then the first thing you know, the postcard is already what can I say? You don't have many space to write, and also everyone can see the text onto it, so I feel it's not very personalized compared to if you actually take time to actually write with the fountain pen, like the Easter channel one that the actually have like that. And just practice your calligraphy, take time. And that's another thing, I think we are losing cursive as well too. And we did learn all that language, but now I think we are certain an era of just going like bam bam bam, constantly just rushing and everything, that I think we're literally losing cursive to it. Which kind of saddened me because it's very pretty. Annoying to learn, fact, but I will always say it, but I just want all of us to just return back to some of the old technology that we had. I think I have a bottle of ink at home still. One thing I do want to get eventually is to I'm gonna wait for her a little bit. Only in the darkness night you can discover the star hidden within Louis. That's a quote from my mom's favorite writers. Why is it written on there? Because it's a limited edition ink. Dad and I were still a university student, so I took him a lot of hard work to buy it. But it looks new. Is it because you don't want to waste it? Adara, let me show you something. If you write this with this ink and then turn the light off, can you see the word glowing? The darker the room is, the brighter the ink shine. Oh wow! To Adara, Lily, and Hash's beloved daughter, you need to eat a variety of food to grow big and strong. But I hate carrots. Same. Depends how the carrots are actually being done, but some carrots sometimes I'm just like, If you become brave enough to finish your carrots, I will give you a fountain pen as a present. That is bravery, Mom. A special ink that glows in the dark. A quote from a famous writer. It is displayed on the label. But yet, to go back on the topic of writing, I do own. I remember why I still have one of these, and I even have like a brush calligraphy set as well too. As well as I used to have the pens as well too, and these fountain pens are very, very hard to use, but they are very fun. And I wish I could actually have more chances to use that as well. And I think that could be something one day that I could actually do. Maybe for the streaming, considering that I do love writing. That I could just take some time at some point and just make some special gift for you all and just send them little writing and everything. Maybe not for this year's, but I'm speaking like in the future, once as we have like a house and I'm actually sure that I'm gonna be keeping and everything. I think I would like to do something like this, like something slightly personalized. I might actually try to get as well some custom wax seal as well too, and just send you guys like a little special thing that you guys could also get. I think that would be very, very interesting for all. I adore fountain pens, so it was an irresistible offer. Mom looked into my awestruck eyes and said, "Do you know why I love fountain pens? Because you can learn about someone through their writings. Even if I wrote something without much of a thought behind it, I learned more about myself after reading these words." She gently closed the inkwell. For some reason, after that day, I never saw her use a fountain pen again. Achieving happiness. Clean the item. Dad absolutely loved music. Whenever he could, he'd be humming or playing various instruments. He told me that he used to be in a children's choir. If you guys cannot tell me how this word is actually pronounced, please let me know. Always struggling with it. And that he had wanted to join a band during his university days. Whenever he returned home from work, he sang a little song he composed titled "Dad's Love Coming Home." Mom would always warn him about disturbing the neighbors, but she could never mask her smile. Thanks to Dad, music can reach every dimension in our lives. Get that little turtle. Shush, boy. The first line always makes me laugh. What was it again? You can't hold me back, I'm free. No one can ever stop me. Was that it? That looks like an ocarina. Don't know what the hell happened to that turtle. But it's a lot of dirties. Talking of ocarina, that wasn't one instrument I had a lot. Yeah, that looked a lot like an ocarina. The fact that we can play music is actually nice. I love when games offer a little bit more than what their game are. Like sure it is cleaning, but what if you could also make a little melody? That is one thing that really makes me sad. When I was young, the school I was, they were making sure that we knew how to play instrument much more than actually teaching us the actual music note and everything to know like how to actually write. So I never knew how to actually read a music, how's it called? How to read a music sheet. That always makes me sad because I do love music. And I think that could have been a department I could have actually ended up being. Because I love singing, I love playing instruments. But yeah, that school never actually told me, so when I actually went into another school, the teacher was actually completely confused at why I was actually not knowing how to actually do an instrument. They were like, you're able to play the instrument, but you're not able to... you're not able to read, and I'm like, I never been told. And the face that the teacher just gave me makes me feel like very uncomfortable. I know it was not the teacher's fault per se, but I've been struggling a lot at that school, and then when I went to high school and we were forced into music class, I also had the same issue of not being able to into writing, not writing, but actually to be able to read and everything. I do remember taking some singing class at the school as well too. I didn't quite stay for long because I didn't understand, and that was probably my biggest mistake ever. I didn't stay because I didn't thought that learning about like gospels and stuff like that would actually be allowing me to just know how I'm supposed to be singing well. Because they were much more focusing on that aspect of singing than anything else. I just wanted to be able to sing. Like to be able to know what kind of tone of singing I should actually be doing. Because often I feel like I'm singing song but I'm not actually able to... how could I say? Like the song I like and I wish I could sing are way too high pitched for me. And I think this is where like my biggest downfall as a singer may actually be. The song where the voice is actually more similar to what I can actually reach, it's suddenly something that most songs I don't really like them. I think the best example of that would be when I was singing the Yakuza song, from the one from Kiryu and the rest of the gang. I'm not sure if I can get the deep noise, not noise, but the note that I had back then with the Bakamitai back then, but because I know that when I was streaming as a male videoer, sometimes my voice was a little bit more deeper instead of being much more feminine. Where is that dust, man? Enjoy the melody as I try to find that one speck of dust. I think as a VTuber I might have sung 2 songs so far. I think I sang Love in Kamurocho and Bakamitai. That's the only two I remember posting onto the thing. That's another thing. Would you guys actually want to get some of the karaoke and or like singing stuff that we had in the stream? Would you guys also like some singing, streaming singing? I'm gonna lose my shit. Where is that dust? Sorry for the annoying noise, I'm literally just trying to find... have a singular speck of dust hidden. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be an Akaruna. Adara, I'm done. After I hit my single... Wait. Hadara, I'm done. After my hit single, That's Love's Coming. Phrasing. Hadara, I'm done. After my hit single, That's Love Coming Home, my newest release is Dad Love the Weekend. Dad, you're sure you're not a kid too? Haha, you got me. My secret is out. How about the song? Where I put my ocarina? See, I told you guys. Dad, if you like music so much, why do you come in accountant? Music and accounting are completely different. That's a good question, Adara. You see, I love music, but it doesn't mean that I can't live without it. On the other end, I get itchy if I don't work with numbers, or even a single day. To achieve happiness is not about doing what you want, it's about doing what you can't live without. When you find something like that, you'll understand exactly how I feel. Cute turtle-shaped ocarina that often played his home song. I remember owning an ocarina, but I was also not able to play the instrument. Which made me cry because I was a big fan of Zelda and I'm like, oh, that looks so easy. Proceed to get one, never been able to play anything. And I was so used of living in a house that should be always quiet that I never actually really had the time to... How could I say? I was feeling uncomfortable of making loud noise in the house even if it was still in my right as a child. Alright. Dad then started to joyfully play his ocarina. His face was of a man who has everything he needed to be happy. I suddenly grew curious and asked, then what can you live without? He replied, Liliana Adora. That's why I'm the happiest man in the world. Intent declared his next song would be named That Is Super Duper Happy. Despite my laughter, I couldn't wait to hear for the next release of his Dad series. I often found myself humming his song, and his words stay with me. Would I also find something I couldn't live without? I feel the game is slowly getting us the feels. Oh, so there's more than it. That is good. I thought we were like having just 7 and it was stopped there. How many do we have? That is plenty. Alright, that's good. Kitty! One day on our way home, we came across a cute kitten crying by its lonesome. I couldn't bear to leave it there by itself, so I begged my parents to let me bring it back with us. Without hesitation, Dad started brainstorming way to lure the kitten. Should we get some food as bait? How about a foxtail grass? Maybe a cardboard box? Dad and I excitedly exchanged idea, but after a few minutes, we realized that Mom hadn't said a single word. Dad's really had the heart of a child. Instead of stopping me, he joined right in. It's quick! Oh my god. Okay. Since you guys know, I love squeaky noise. So... oh, this is satisfying. Like, even the effect of the face getting... oh, you guys see it? Like, when I move it, the face is kind of moving like a real vacuum. That is neat. I don't know the fact that they didn't need to put, but the fact that they put it just make it even more better. I always wanted to have a cat. I think I managed to get one tabby. A little gray tabby like similar to this one. However, that little baby was very sick, so we couldn't not keep him. I think we got us an orange one back then when I was young. And I think we got another one a little bit later when I was at sea, a little bit older. And I don't remember the cat staying for long with us. I do mostly remember birds being part of our lives. Birds and fish. I think we're getting close to a head, so I might just put this on hold. We get the heads out. And then you guys can actually just relax with me after that. Alright, so brace yourself, chat. Did you guys had a lot of plushies? I had, and still is, a very big fan of plushies. I still do find safety with plushies even as an adult. As an adult, I'm getting much closer to a grandma at this point. I'm not helping myself. I'm still an adult, but I'm the kind of adult that has entered that phase of their life where everything does hurt. Much more than the people that are just in their 20s and saying like, oh, everything hurt. I'm like, you are not in the 30, 40 that are literally just broken at this point. But yeah, I do love plushies a lot. I suddenly cannot keep all of them, so... That's another thing, as I was saying, like, that we need to do some of the cleaning at the house. I do have a lot that were like video game themes that back then was kind of cool to us. We have them decorating the house, but nowadays I don't feel like having 1,000 plushies of Yoshis and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys actually get me. Some of them sometimes were a gift from my family because they didn't knew much more about me and or my boyfriend, aside that we were just like fan of video games, so they just like find a Mario or something like that and then just instantly give us that. But that doesn't mean necessarily that we do want to have a plushies of Luigi and Mario and stuff like that. So unless the item has like a very big value of sentimental, I'm considering of sometime just get rid of some and possibly just keep those that Tatsui has like a lot of sentimental feeling for us. Because we may still be adult, but we do have feelings, and these feelings are important, so. And there is nothing wrong about liking a plushies and just liking it. What's not? And thank you, Butts, as usual, for taking care of the bed, but I don't think we're ready to own a cat. We don't know how to properly care for one, and we don't have any cat food or supplies. How can we care if we can't fulfill its need? But Lily, aren't you being a little bit too serious? Of course having a pet is a huge responsibility. But Adora can learn how to be responsible by taking care of it. And we can buy whatever supplies we need. What if its mother is still around? We might be taking a child from its parent. She could have been abandoned. That isn't something we know for sure. No means no, Adora. Strapped cat plushie. It is soft and makes cute sound when you squeeze it. I was so upset that when we returned home, I slammed my door shut and refused to leave my rooms. That evening, Dad came over and gave me a stuffed animal. It was soft, fluffy, and looked like the kitten from before. Mom bought this for you, but she didn't know how to give it to you. The softness of the plushie mollified my sadness and my heart. After a few days later, I saw the same kitten at the same spot. This time though, it was with another cat, with a matching coat, his mother. Mom was right. If I had taken the kitten home, I couldn't help but feel ashamed. It's a good little ending. The little kitty is happy. Unforgettable moments. My hometown was always too warm for snow, and if the snow did happen to fall, it would melt as soon as it touched the ground. Things like snowball fight and snowman only exist on TV shows and fiction. Some of my childhood wishes included leaving footprint in fresh white snow, making snow angel, building a huge snowman. When we finally had time for family trips, I'd like to go somewhere with an abundance of snow. You see, for me it's the opposite. I always have snows. And that's how we end up having a snowy vacation. Thanks to that, I go to check off a lot of things on my bucket list. Oh, that noise. Why is it so satisfying? The squish. Alright. Scrub. So, on the topic of Christmas, might as well say it. Me and the Crown Prince right now. We do have some stuff planned on the 20th and 21st of December. So I will need to plan a little bit ahead, so there may be no stream for these days. However, since we do have most celebration pretty early, that does leave us to be able to be streaming for people that we have no ones for a celebration. So for example, if you were actually just all alone at home, you could actually just tune into our stream during the Christmas time, and we will actually be there. So you can just tune in with us, just chill. We usually just play like com games, and sometimes we just do have some games that we are playing together as well too, so we could actually try to get communities game if we have enough people for it. And if not, we can just have like very casual and calm games. We also did the same with, I think it was on the New Year, we did celebrate with you all as well last year as well too. So with us, you guys will never be truly alone. And that's mostly why I actually do want to make these streams, is the fact that I want you all to not feel alone. That's so much dust. But yeah, that's so far we have these 2 days that we know for sure. I still have my own family that I need to check when they are going to be planning to do their own. But for you guys, at least you guys gonna know that these days are actually gonna be reserved for y'all. So if we are not there, we're gonna be trying to do some videos. If not, they may actually be a little bit delayed. That's a possibility as well too. So I might just post the old VOD as it was unedited, because I just need to be quick for that night. Not for that night, but for that time. So that's a possibility that during this time I may just have like unedited. So if the VOD is unedited, it's because I had like to do something and be quick. I personally don't celebrate Christmas anymore because of personal reasons. But I will try to decorate a little bit the stream if I can. Oh, I made the snow moved. I think it might have sound when I just like flip it over. Probably just to remember that when Yetzi split. It seemed to go crazy like the real one. For some reason that cleaning is satisfying. It's probably in the brown part that I'm actually not having it. But yeah, I try to cover my time zone money that it goes to Christmas. Not Christmas, but for the New Year's. I just try to make sure that if it is not suddenly your time zone, that it is at least in mine, so you can also just celebrate with us. And just have the hype of being with some people and just like end up saying like 3, 2, 1 and Happy New Year, so we can all just celebrate together. Might not be as fancy as the town square and whatnot. As they say, it is the intention that counts. We don't have any fencing building in here yet, but oh, that is ASMR. Dad, there's no crunch when you step on it. When you lie down, it's so soft and fluffy. Really? That sound. Really? Then I wanna lie down too. Oh, you're right, Adora. It's really soft. I saw on the TV that if you wave your arms and legs like this, you can make huge snow angel. And how about we make a big snow angel to watch over our family? Okay. Marshmallows are ready. You two better eat first, or you won't have enough energy to play. That is cute. A snow globe we purchased on a family trip. It evoked many happy moments. Happy memories, not moments. We made a giant snow angel, built snowman, and had an all-out snowball fight with no regard for our snow crust our clothes became. After it grew dark, we gathered around the fireplace and drank sweet cocos. Cocoa? Cocoa. Hot chocolate. Dang it. As the comforting warmth of the fire lulled me to sleep, I could hear Dad humming and Mom turning the page of our book. On our way home, we bought a snow globe to commemorate the wonderful memories of our vacation. However, since some time ago, I had deliberately hid the snow globe out of sight. Those warm memories became a source of agony as they remind me of the days I could never return to. Yeah, I can feel that. Chapter 2. What I Dream of. Frozen Time. I think we can do one more memories before we actually switch and be done for the day. Right, let's do this, chat. Frozen Time. I had hoped to find an attic key in the living room, but it didn't turn up. I decided to search my next room. I decided to search my room next. It looked exactly as it did on the day I left home. Only the thick layer of dust on everything indicated any passage of time. My focus was drawn to my desk, where Dad's pocket watch lays. There used to be a time when its clock still turned and the soft ticking could be heard. When Mom gave Dad his pocket watch, Dad was delighted with the engraved design, a lady, just like my mom's name. Wherever Dad went, so did the little pocket watch. Shortly after I started high school, the pocket watch fell silent for good. Dad, how are you doing? Are you still cracking a joke over there? I don't think I'm doing that well. Do you guys ever own a pocket watch? Or at least known someone that has a pocket watch? My family never really had one. But I remember as I was a young adult, I did buy myself a pocket watch. And ironically, I didn't really use it because I do struggle reading clocks, normal clocks, but I was like obsessed with the look of a pocket watch in general. Like it would take me more time to read a normal clock than just reading an analog one. My parents did their best to make me learn how to read, but I still struggle to just read the hours with the normal watch as well too. And this is a sad thing because as I was talking about technology as well too, nothing beat the whole ones. Like they were durable, and also not only that, they were made to look like they had a personality compared to just anything analog today. And I miss that too. I miss item having personalities. Like even cars. Back then we had like very crazy colors. And nowadays everything is just the same colors, and it's sad. And I think we're pretty much done on the outside right now. Let's open it up. An achievement to open the thing. Etch in art. Like even restaurants and everything, it was nice that we have like restaurant that has like personality, and that you could just recognize them by just the look of it. And now everything is, it's sad. Just all uniform. I know that the need for the life right now is just very different than before. It just reminds me at how much we kind of look unhappy as people nowadays. The cars are dull, the hells are just very similar from each other's. Some even of the school stuff is all unified. Everything must be similar to the other. None of the item lasts forever, it's always broken. And it's always throwing away things left and right, never repairing. And this is sad because we lost people being able to repair items. Because we don't have as many reparators as we used to have back then. And same goes with the books. We had like people learning how to actually repair books for the cause of literally conserving books as well. And nowadays, while it's better that we have some of the technology, we are still losing a lot and a lot and a lot. And I wish that technology may not disappear. The technology need to be here, that's the thing. What the technology need is that you need to realize that some stuff does need it and some stuff does not need it. There we go. Awesome time. Adora, how many times I've told you to not call the office directly? You're usually back by now, and I couldn't get in touch with you. Oh, I'm sorry, I got caught out in barks and completely lost track of time. I'll make sure to check my phone more often from now on. But please, text instead of call. Alright. Oh yeah, Mom. I was cleaning the room earlier and I found a cassette player Dad gave me. I'm sorry, Adora, but I still have a lot of work to do. Don't wait for me, and make sure that you don't go to bed too late. Wait, So the mom was probably very busy with works. And not very present for the kid though. We're slowly getting into the feels, man. Not feeling good here. A broken pocket watch. Its time remained eternally frozen, just like my family. I desperately need Mom, but she threw herself into work, as if she wanted to forget Dad, and maybe all of us. Days passed and we barely spoke to or even saw each other's. I kept telling myself that I had to try to understand her, that she was raising me all by herself now. But my grief and sorrow grew nearly unbearable as they rendered my night sleepless. Things would have been much easier if I only had blamed her. Yet, whenever I saw Mom so exhausted and fatigued, sadness came before anger. I hate her for leaving me alone. But at the same time, it pained me to see her eroding away. As much as I longed for her comfort, I wanted to comfort her too. What I found in darkness. So that's gonna be fun next stream. So yeah. I hope you guys actually did enjoy the cozy stream that we had today. I really enjoy it so far. Just all chill, calm. A little bit of memories as well too. And I might actually try to do a little bit more of just being like very calm. These kind of calm stream as well too. Like, that's a thing. I'm different from the other streamers. I am a calm streamer. So why do I try to be so much like others when I can just be what I'm supposed to be? Being calm and just make sure that you guys also have a nice time, that you are just relaxing and whatnot. Oh yeah. Just check something real quick. Let's go to my office now. Oh yeah, that's gonna be all for today. I hope that you are excited with the news that I said a little bit earlier. So there may be some, like the video may be a little bit delayed. It's not on purpose, it's just a lot of stuff that I have to do at the same time. We're gonna be trying our best with this. But thank you very much for coming over for the stream. I had a lot of fun with you all today. Don't think none of you actually talked today. We were pretty chill, which is perfectly fine. It's just now earlier I saw like another little fish with us. But yeah. So sometimes I can just like know how much how much people may actually be in my stream just by looking at a little fish and just make me happy. Because it's like real life. You may find a fish in a pond and then sometimes you may not see any. But yeah, I hope that you guys actually are enjoying the stream. Gonna be trying to just keep the cozy vibe, the calm voice as well and everything. As I said, the YouTube's gonna be a little bit updated. We're gonna be trying to just chop some part that are actually useless, so the stream's gonna be a little bit more shorter. We're still gonna have the chatty part, because I don't feel my gaming is very interesting as much that I need to just cut everything else out of the VOD, so you guys gonna have like interesting part of the stream of just me talking. I'm still gonna keep the timetables, I think is the term. I'm trying to remember my words in English. So we're gonna be still keeping that thing that's gonna be allowing us to just skip one part to another, so you guys will be able to have the yapping and then the other part that's just gonna be the gaming. So it's gonna be just two parts instead of having introduction, the chatting, gaming, the hats, gaming again, and chatting. So instead of just having that much, we're just gonna be chopping some part that's gonna be a little bit more quicker for everyone. And so yeah, I'm gonna be trying to do that with YouTube if all goes well. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be trying to do it on Revolve. As I said, I'm still learning how to use that program, and also figuring out what is the right saving setting for it. But it's getting there. As I was saying, like I need to at least know how YouTube works, and that's what actually happened. I did took some time, read everything about it, start learning a little bit how to make the algorithm being a little bit more shook. So sometimes we actually get people from there just because of this. And the other part is also as well as trying to learn the program that is actually also the video editing, as I was talking about. Taking my time, not rushing that. We are still in the first years of, well, I could say second years if I consider my Mafia days. But we are still on our first year still, so I don't think it's like needed for me to just go bam 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 and just go all crazy. We're just taking our time. We're learning, we're having fun. And maybe one day I will just be the one that's telling you how to actually do videos and teach you as well too. Who knows? But it's a very interesting experience of just taking my time, learning stuff. Like for example, Photoshop. I was not too good with Photoshop back then, and gradually I'm actually learning how to actually do stuff, how to understand how masks work and everything. So that's why my new banner actually has like some it kind of looks like golden sheets a little bit onto it. And I was like very surprised I was able to do like a very cool design onto it. And yeah, I've been learning a lot of Photoshop. So on the Photoshop side, while I'm still not good at drawing anything, I'm understanding the program a little bit more. So that's a good part. So I know that for anything Photoshop, so like schedules and how it is, I'm trying to find the words. Schedule, thumbnails, it's something that I'm actually comfortable to do, understanding. And now on the other side, as I was saying, like I'm learning YouTube, how it actually works, how the nick and next in there actually works, and it can also make it a little bit more easier for me to understand as well. And now I'm kind of feeling a little bit comfortable with these, but the part I'm still missing is the important part, as I was saying. It's the part of learning how the video works. And once we get the video going well, it should move. I may still be struggling a little bit, but it's gonna be going a little bit better. What else I want to talk about that thing as well? The brain just like it's gone. All right. I guess that was enough for my brain. But yeah, today the game was really fun. So if you actually want to play it, it was called Undusted, Letter from the Past. We still have another, probably another stream. Well, it's not gonna be the next stream because we usually try to always do. Are we doing achievement wise? I think we're doing pretty decent as well. We might be able to do a completionist of this one too. And if not, I may actually just make sure that I complete it fully before I actually just uninstall the game. But so far, I'm very, very enjoying that one. But yeah, tonight there's gonna be Samurai Warrior 5. And that's gonna be all pretty much for today. So I always try, one thing I want to keep is always the 2-game idea. Because aside of me just trying to just have 1 week a game and the other week another one, is also to help me that if I'm not feeling too well and the main game that I usually have is something that is really asking me way too much mentally and stuff like that, I don't want to pressure myself and feel like very unhappy about it. So that's why I kind of just want to have that out of the way. Just make sure that we have always like two games. I can always be sure that if one doesn't work, the other one works. Which is a little bit what we're gonna be doing as well once we finish the 2 co-ops game that we have still on the side as well on the Thursdays evening. Is that I want to keep one game that is co-op, but I want to keep. So I only want one game active. Because, for example, if my partner is actually not able to be there for the co-ops evening, I might actually just go back with one game that has not been played during the week. For example, let's say for next week. So of course on the Monday is going to be fresh start. We're still slowly getting into it, just making some progress in there. So that's gonna be, for example, on the Wednesdays. But let's say on the Thursdays of next week, my partner is actually sick and cannot do the thing. That thing prevent me. I'm gonna be like all alone. So instead of just being all alone and being like, oh my god, what do I do? I can just go straight and be like, you know what? I'm gonna do Undusted. I still have that game to finish on one of my other playlists, not playlists, but one of the other games that I have. I can still just go back to this one and try to just complete it. That's why with that I just have a backup plan every time. So if I cannot reach a game, something has to happen or something like that, I'm not feeling good, I have headaches, so I'm not gonna be doing something that has me too much and just go to the other. So it's a little bit of an idea like that. But yeah, that's gonna be all for now. I'm gonna be upping up, probably gonna try to upload the VODs on YouTube. By doing that, I may not quite put it yet on because I still have the editing of the other one as I was saying. But I'm gonna put at least a video there, trying maybe to chop the beginning and the end if I can. And if I can also do that, I will actually try to as well chop the middle part as well. I don't know if I can do several crops into the YouTube app or not. So I'm gonna see what I can do, but starting this week, if all goes well, we should be able to be cropping part of the streams. We're crossing fingers. But thank you very much for everyone that came here today. So if you haven't done it and you are currently here on the Twitch, don't be shy to give a follow. Also another thing, it's gonna be probably fixed by tonight. If not tonight, probably tomorrow's. I was so distracted that I forgot to pay for my website, so the website is currently down, but we're gonna be getting the website back. But so yeah, if you actually didn't follow, don't be shy to follow onto Twitch. And as well, you have all the links there. The one Oh, it's not there. It's actually on in my about section. But the one in my about section, the lore website, is actually down for now. So we're gonna be fixing that very, very soon. But otherwise, thank you very, very much today. I think that's gonna be all for now. I'm gonna be working a little bit on that, hoping that everything works. And I'm gonna be seeing you all for the samurai this evening. So take care, everyone. The only thing why it took me for a moment is because I was looking for my mouse. For some reason I couldn't find my mouse because it was hidden behind my microphone. But thank you very, very much, everyone. I'm gonna see you all at 6 tonight. Take time to stretch and touch grass, whatever you need. Don't forget to drink and as well as eat, or else I'm gonna go into your house and yell at you in my broken English. Alright, take care, everyone. Have a very nice end of the afternoon for us, and for the European, please go to sleep. You're so grounded. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.